from me. Never caught off, not one too far from me. Never caught off, not one day.
Welcome, everyone. A bit more. And for these two teams, their first game of the in-season tournament. Greg, this contest will count not only towards their regular season record, but also towards the 4-game group play stage.
And, Kevin, all 30 NBA teams divided into 6 groups of 5 with 6 group winners and 2 wild cards advancing to the elimination round. And it all starts here.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Caleb Martin, Maxey out there with Paul George. Then there's Embiid, and it's Oubre in at the 3. Now here's Ivy, following the miss by Cade Cunningham. Hardaway is screen on Maxey. Just 5 to shoot. With 3, Harris, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Yep, made the defense work extremely hard and did a nice job of getting any advantage they could against the team that shot it well.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Fires at the elbow. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Here we see the Detroit Pistons, Greg, a franchise known for stifling defense.
And going back-to-back with the bad boys, then the amazing 2004 title team that shut down Shaq and Kobe. And the Pistons have been great. They've had that defense-first mentality.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Pass to Maxey. Here's Embiid. Shoots over Duren. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. It's Hardaway with the drive.
Tim Hardaway Jr., great momentum right to the rim.
Here's Maxey. 3-pointer. Martin bangs home the trifecta.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
At the elbow, it's Cunningham. And Embiid with the block.
And how about the anticipation from the big fella? Embiid is one of the league's premier shot blockers.
George finds Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And Embiid drops them both. And Greg, while the Sixers have been effective time and again, they've been unable to get past the conference semifinal.
Where they bowed out in 5 of the last 6 years, but you go back, they haven't made it any further since Allen Iverson led them to the finals back in 2001.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Back to Oubre. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
And a moment to check out Tyrese Maxey here. A very nice season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 20 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when a star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
And Duren slams it in.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Maxey. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Ivy. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers leading by 3. And here's Gordon from outside. Connects from 3-point range.
Well, if Eric Gordon gets the ball from beyond the arc, you have to respect his ability to knock those down.
Pass to Thompson. Over Gordon. Buries the 20-footer. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here Well, you look at Jaden Ivey, Brent. First of all, he gives you great size in the backcourt.
Well, what anybody guarding him would tell you, Kevin, is he brings unreal athleticism. His first step is lightning quick.
Here's Yabusele. Still scoreless.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Thompson passes to Harris. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. A different look here for Detroit. Fontecchio's checked in. And it's Cunningham in for Malik Beasley. Andre Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. Lowry comes in for Maxey.
I feel like Tobias Harris's confidence has grown over the past couple seasons, especially on the offensive end. Very capable of taking advantage of smaller defenders.
And it's Martin that time on the assist by Lowry. Martin's got his second bucket of the night. Pistons trail by 4. On the wing, Harris. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Tobias Harris getting a little bit creative, finding some room on the inside and keeping the defense guessing with that shot attempt.
Down low, here's Yabusele. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
Two conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
And guys, this first meeting always sort of sets the tone for how the rest of the season series will play out for teams.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. 76ers ahead, leading by just 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Drummond, Gordon out there with Lowry. Then it's George, and it's Yabusele in a power forward position. There's Gordon with the 3.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Lowry against Cunningham. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Just flat-out playmaking from Cade. This is why he was picked first overall.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the 76ers. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Drummond dishes to Gordon. George passes to Gordon. Back to George. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The Pistons shooting at a decent 44% clip here. And Bray, you look at Detroit from a raw talent perspective, they're loading up well.
Absolutely. They're pretty well balanced between what they give you on the perimeter and some of the interior force that these guys could play with, adding pieces each year in the draft, and now it's about fitting those pieces together. They have a very bright future.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey's 6 a.m. workouts give him an edge. His motto, I prepare in front of nobody to perform in front of thousands. He says he's done 3 workouts before someone else even opens their eyes to prepare to work out. He said, I feel like that creates a psychological advantage when I step on the court. I have no reason to fear anybody. Kevin?
No reason at all. Hey, thanks, D.A.
Yeah, that's the way you play defense. Anticipated the hop step, beat him to the spot, and able to get the call.
Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. Jaden Ivy comes in for Thompson. And the 76ers also making a change. Oubre's checked in. It's good. Cunningham's got the lead up to 4 now for Detroit.
Pretty nice release from Cade Cunningham that time. Soft touch and arc on that ball.
To the inside. Here's Drummond. Up and in on the layup. Drummond's got his second bucket of the night.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Here's Cunningham. Kept alive. Duren. No good with the layup. The 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Oubre. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Pistons have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Cunningham. Happy to see that one drop, shooting a paltry 2 for 9. And Greg, with the in-season tournament game here tonight, one of the interesting aspects is how the initial group rounds are formed by teams' records from last season.
And that's right. Each conference has 3 groups of 5 teams formed from 5 different tiers of ranking their regular season record. And I think it works great because the teams are still randomly drawn but have an even distribution from highest to lowest previous season records.
Paul George right now 1 step ahead of his defender using the old pump fake.
One thing you marvel at, the consistency of Paul George year in and year out.
I wonder when Paul George, Greg, goes into the offseason if it's more tinkering and sharpening all those skills or if he's trying to add something, because I don't know how you add anything to how versatile a player he is.
76ers trailing. Back to Martin. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Thompson dishes to Harris. It's tipped. And Thompson kicks to Ivy. There's the triple. It's hauled in by George. Martin against Harris. Here's Embiid. My goodness, Joel Embiid. Spectacular.
And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Inside, here's Thompson, and Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to Martin. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's George. Here's Embiid. Embiid absorbs the contact on the finish.
He just knows where to go. Embiid positioning himself perfectly to get the putback.
Ivy passes to Duren. Into the lane, and Duren slams it in.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Outside, George. In the corner, it's Martin. Back to George. Hardaway against Oubre. That's tipped. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half.